Hello and welcome to Screen Source Junior. That's right, the place where you can watch us watch trailers, because that's what you do on your spare time. We do it too, so don't feel bad. This is a small part of a larger show called Screen Source, where we talk about film and television news reviews, and we actually watch some more trailers there too. That's right here on this YouTube channel. How are you all doing today?
Good.
Good. This is the second or third time I've asked you.
Yeah.
And you're still good.
Yeah.
Well, it was groovy. Now I'm good.
This
Okay.
show
It's getting late. It's
this
getting
show
late.
is like one of the highlights of my week. So it's
Sure.
It is fun to
Definitely.
look forward to, like
Definitely.
watching all the things that like accumulate over the week,
Yeah.
and then we get to like splurge and get all of our creative juices flowing.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
the expression.
You're here to watch us watch Searching. This is called The Missing Trailer.
Okay.
And we're going to watch some more trailers thereafter too, so stick around. But let's give this a watch. I don't know much about this.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a good angle.
I'm Margot. I'm 15, almost 16. This is it. Best place in the world.
When are you gonna be home?
I think we're gonna go late.
Late,
Gotcha.
like 9-ish or?
Late, like all night.
Listen to me. My name is David Kim. My daughter Margot has been missing for the past 36 hours.
A search is now underway for a local teen whose car was found dumped in a lake.
Did she mention anything unusual?
I did see her eat lunch alone.
She's quiet. I don't know. We're not really that close.
She was my best friend.
She gets a fake ID. She sends money to herself. What does this mean?
This is now officially being considered an abduction.
Something doesn't add up.
Oh my God.
All right. It is
Good
the
old jump
first.
show.
This is I'm reading this right here. This is the first mainstream thriller headlined by an Asian American actor in Hollywood.
Nice.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I can't think of another thriller. I mean, like plenty of
No.
action films.
Not like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Not like this. I mean, not yeah.
Um,
There's no karate fights and
This
Right.
anything like
this
that.
seems like it could be so
There
real.
could be at the very end.
Maybe that's the twist.
Yeah.
All right.
This seems
Crap,
like it
I'm
could be
gonna have to go watch
so
it now.
real, and that's kind of what
It's disturbing.
creeps me
Definitely.
out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. That
I don't know. I'm interested, kind of intrigued a little bit.
Does this look? This looks more interesting than say Unfriended, the
Oh,
dark web.
way
yeah,
more
yeah.
interesting.
I,
yeah.
like I said, I think we're at it. We have a new genre now.
We
And
do.
We're,
We
I think
have a new
we're-
genre.
We're experimenting with it
Yes.
because I think the other ones took a more horror tone, where this is definitely a thriller.
Yes.
I mean, it's scary. Sure, I mean, the idea of a missing child. Is
Yeah,
very
and then that
scary,
last
but-
shot with him laying in bed.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody's watching him.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but I didn't get the feel of like Unfriended. You're, you know, it was.
I
supposed
keep
to be
kind of
a-
freaking out because this looks like a lot like a girl that I went to school with
Uh-oh.
in my undergrad.
Nice.
So I gotta call her. after this.
Make sure she's
Make
okay.
sure she's
Make sure she's
not
safe.
abducted.
and still teaching.
Yeah.
Dropping some interesting things though.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder where this goes because we're not. Yeah, we're used to the point of view for action, horror, and that's pretty much it. The
Yeah.
POV,
Basically.
the POV genres. Now moving into thriller. And apparently it's getting good reviews already because it premiered at Sundance earlier this year.
Wow.
It's got an 80 something I think on Rotten Tomatoes,
Okay.
which is good.
Very good. Yeah.
And I don't know where I heard this, but I heard that this movie was a long time in the making. Like they've been trying to make it for a long time.
Huh.
I bet it took a while to get all that
Yeah.
like
Sure.
together. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. My closest connection with this type of filming is Felicia Day, our wonderful book back here / reason for this channel existing in the first place is she made a series called The Guild, and a lot of it was like web-based stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's certainly a place for this.
Sure. Well, I
Um,
think definitely. I think it's born of our time. This is
Yes.
definitely- This is this is where these movies fit.
And by the way,
Mhm.
could that computer screen be more cluttered? I mean, holy hell.
I can't handle when desktops look like this. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Is that what your desktop looks like, Stan?
That no.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of what
I'm
mine looks
OCD
like.
about my desktop.
On a computer screen though, like imagine watching.
Well, that whole, yeah.
Right.
Having the background.
I think it's going to take some getting used to, like in terms of watching it. It's going to be
Well,
interesting.
I think that's
You're
probably.
gonna be trying to
that's
read
probably-
every file while you're
Yeah.
watching the movie.
It just came up. I came up earlier.
I think-
tapped on her thing, and I literally went through.
What through her
all
bank
the
account?
Bank of America charges.
Venmo, Chipotle,
Right. Right.
Cool.
Right. Yeah.
just things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's adding to the extent. Like I said, I mean, it's interesting that we're kind of now definitely we're moving through this genre now.
Mm-hmm.
We're
And we're exploring it.
yeah,
And that's really cool. And to get like a B-list actor
sure.
on there too. He's bordering A-list.
I think. Well, I think he. Yeah, wouldn't. I think he's a millennial. Maybe
Charm.
maybe a millennial A-lister. He's just not. We're not there yet. You know.
Sure,
we gotta,
yeah.
We got to get through all the Clooney's and the.
I think he may have even like bordered like the Gen Xers too,
Sure.
because
Actually, I think he's older than he looks.
yeah,
I think he's a little older than.
he's Asian. They don't age. They age way too well. I was gonna say they don't age well, but it's the exact opposite.
I don't remember seeing him in like a fatherly role. I think
Yeah, it's a good point. I
this is
imagine
first-
him getting high. That's where
Yeah.
we know him.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking dude.
He looks great.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you guys know me
Still.
and my whole Asian persuasion thing.
Yeah, if
Still.
you haven't tuned into Screen Source enough, you can watch Jessica drool over any Asian person on film.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Especially if they're like, part Asian and something else. It's like, oh god,
She loves the
I'm
mixes.
weak in the knees.
Weak in the knees.
Uh-huh.
All right, so yeah, potentially I will watch this.
I think so.
It is most likely that when this lands in theaters, I probably won't go
Yeah,
to
I
it,
don't-
especially if there's something else showing that weekend.
I don't. I don't know if I could watch this on a big screen though. Honestly,
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
that's that. I don't.
It almost
I don't-
seems like this is made for you to watch at
I don't.
home.
I don't know if I'm there yet. Honestly, with
Okay.
that, like I'm more interested to see this than Unfriended.
It's like you have somebody's like trying to get you into a relationship, and you're like, I'm not sure. We're not there yet. Yeah, take it
We're not
slow.
that serious
yeah,
yet.
we
Take
don't
it
need to.
slow.
We don't
We're
need
just-
to.
we're
We
not
don't
that
need to
serious
jump
yet.
into it.
Yeah.
Trying to move too fast on me.
We don't need to. We could take it slow.
Take it slow.
Yeah, let's go steady,
Let's
as they used to
explore.
say.
Let's
Yeah.
explore.
Let's explore.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I feel the same way.
I think I'll rent.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a wrap.
yeah.
I'm not going to
sure.
go to the theaters and watch this, but I think I'll rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much we'll keep up with the watch rent. I mean, it's a good game.
Sure.
I just don't know how to work because these end up
Because these are separate.
getting split up.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
like is there explanation of the games?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I just that
Yeah.
this is,
It still
this
holds
is-
true,
like,
though.
This is one I would watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not in the theater, but
Sure.
I would give this just. I like thrillers.
Yeah, and the fact that it's already getting good reviews is,
Yeah.
Sure.
is
Yeah,
saying
that
the
bodes
same
well.
lot, Yeah. Cool. Let's move on to our next trailer of the
Nice.
evening,
Nice.
which is whoop, something else is playing. Hold the Dark. I think it's an interesting name. I like
Hold
the
the
name.
Dark.
I also like this already, like this opening frame, because that thing is massive.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
Gosh.
I don't know anything about it. Let's move into it.
Let's
All
watch
right.
it. Netflix.
Dear Mr. Core, 3 days ago, my son Bailey was taken by wolves.
God.
No one in the village will hunt them. My husband will come home from the war soon. I must have something to show him. So you come to kill it? To kill the one that took him?
I came to help if I can, to explain this if I can.
It's not the first time people died out there. The hillside is scattered with pieces of bodies.
That's what you get when you talk to the villagers. People are dying. That's real enough.
Leave us to the devils.
You're the one for my boy.
I'll leave us to
Yes. Can you raise the dead? No, sir. Then I have no questions for it. Never seen anything like this before. The behavioral term is savaging. We're not talking about animals here, Mr. Core. Well, if you say so.
dark.
Wow.
Cool.
That looks really good.
Looks intense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does look intense.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name
Oh, he's so great. He's
is
from,
Jeffrey Wright.
I love Jeffrey Wright.
He's so great.
Yes, I know him mostly from Westworld,
Yeah.
but he was in Casino Royale, Angels in America, bunch of things. Yeah, he's very good. He's a very, very
He's
good
so
actor.
good.
I like him a lot.
Very expressive.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's kind of I'm wondering if it's got a little bit of a You Were Never Really Here vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean his character.
Sure.
And I just wonder if it's I don't know if I've ever seen him in that sort of role.
Sure.
Like that. So it's kind of but I don't even know that that's what's going on here. But it's interesting. It's interesting his character anyway. I think.
It's got Alexander Skarsgård, who I love from Big
Yeah,
Brother.
he's the husband
Yeah.
in this.
um,
I
Macon
got
Blair. The director.
Oh yeah, what has the director done?
So he's done these. The Jeremy Saulnier,
probably.
Saulnier, maybe. Yeah. So he did 97. He did this thing called Murder Party, which is ridiculous.
Okay.
And then he came back with those two. The Blue Ruin was the first one, and it's this revenge thriller.
Okay.
And then he did Green Room, which is
Yes.
actually I don't know. I think it might have been Anton Yelchin's last movie.
Okay.
Or is one of his last.
And Macon
I
Blair.
think he's been in all his movies so far.
He was the screenwriter for this, and
Yeah.
it seems like they work together.
He's been
on
he's
everything.
been in all his he's been in them, and I think he's been working.
He's also in the Florida Project and Logan Lucky,
Nice.
which were both great films.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This all of these pieces: the director, the writer, the actors, and the feel of the two things that came to mind immediately were this. Obviously, this like. Let me back up. It reminded me of Wind River.
Totally Wind River. Definitely got the Wind River vibe.
Especially with like the indigenous people
Sure.
that live there, and this person coming in to kind of save the day,
Yeah.
playing kind of the part of Jeremy Renner / what the
cop,
twins,
that-
The cop,
the
yeah.
twin sister,
Oh yeah.
younger sister, what's her name?
Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, he's kind of playing both of those, and then it also reminded me of a little bit of The Sinner.
The
Okay.
cult aspects of it, kind
The
of.
cult aspects
yeah.
of The Sinner in season 2. We're not actually entirely sure because we're still trying to catch up.
Right.
They're only like 4 episodes in. But yeah, there's obviously, I don't want to say obviously, but it looks like there's a cult.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's going on.
Something's
weird's
going on.
happening.
And it's a
Yeah.
thriller, so, that wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was going to be like one of those movies where it was like a kind of a biopic about people who are raised by wolves. I thought that would be fascinating.
Which is a real thing.
Which is
Right?
a real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
and
it
has
happens.
happened.
Yeah.
And it's so fascinating. But yeah, this seems really cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm into it too. It's weird. It's got like an old school 90s cover. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that poster
Yeah.
with
And I
with
just
the
realized
wolf's eyes.
that,
and,
Jeffrey Wright, he's in Lady in the Water too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
okay.
realized.
Which
I
we were
just
just talking
realized who
about.
his character is, and he's so great. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Is he? Wait, I think he is.
He's in Lady in the Water.
I thought he was, but I could be wrong. He's in a lot of things.
He is.
I know he's in.
Yep, he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
good.
one of the tenants.
Good.
So apparently its world premiere is September 12th at Toronto Film Festival. We'll probably hear more about it in a few weeks, and then it drops September 28th. So another month we'll be able to see this thing.
I think this is a watch.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think,
I think so,
I don't
too.
think I don't if I see it, I think I will watch it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think I'll just
Scroll right
I
through
don't-
it. Yeah.
or I
watch
mean
it.
I don't think I'll put it in the queue and then forget about it.
Sure,
no,
sure,
I'm gonna
sure.
watch it right away when it comes.
Yeah,
out.
it's nice that it's on Netflix, so we have the ability to do
Sure.
that.
I think now.
I think
now
I probably
that
would have if I saw it in the theater. I might have even went for
Might
it.
have gone to
Oh
theater.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
I think it's.
I honestly am
I
very
agree.
sad that I didn't watch Wind River in theater. That movie was so fucking
Oh
good.
man, that movie was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was intense.
Very very good.
And this then. Shoot. Never mind.
That's
I lost.
Yeah, it happens. It's late. Cool. Let's move on to our next trailer
Cool.
then.
Cool.
And our next trailer is Summer 03, or 03 to be more precise. It probably means summer of 2003 is my guess.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's find out more.
I don't have much time left.
Oh, Grandma.
One thing in this world that you need to know. Learn how to give a good...
Isn't it funny how you can never remember much about Summer?
So you're gonna lose your mouth virginity too? What do you mean? Her dying wish. People have been doing it for thousands of years. It's in the Bible.
Question mark.
Do you want to, like, go inside and watch TV or something?
I should probably just,
Today I address you all in tragedy. Dorothy Winkle left us on Friday.
Good morning, Catholic people!
Good morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Luke.
Jamie.
I don't believe in love at first sight, but I do believe in seeing someone and knowing instantly they're gonna matter to you.
I thought you might want to hang out.
Mom, I want to start going to church.
I'll just give it a whirl.
Go crazy. You know what? Become the Pope.
Anyone were to find out about us.
That's
We're in us.
Something had to happen. I wanted it to happen.
This is your grandmother reaching out from the grave.
Just because your grandma died, it doesn't give you permission to act out.
What are you wearing?
I wore this to church,
You
Mom.
wore this to church?
This whole thing is a huge mistake.
This week was crazy, but I think all the mistakes that we made turned out to be very good mistakes for us.
I had nothing left to lose. I felt Grandma with me, egging me on.
Can I go to Emily's?
No.
Why?
She's grounded. Well, at least now I understand why you wanted to start going to church.
I don't know. It looks lame. I have to say.
Jack
I mean,
Kilmer?
Yeah. It's
Is that Kilmer?
no, like Val Kilmer's
Yeah.
son. Oh shit!
That's
Maybe
what I
it's
mean.
Val
Is
Kilmer's
that
son.
is he?
He looks just like him.
Is
He
Kil-
does
is
look
it-
like him.
just-
I'm
that's
sure
what
he's
I'm
related to him.
saying. I don't know.
Jack Kilmer.
You know, guys, this
find
looks
out more
lame,
about this guy.
I have to say. It looks like it's trying to be something that it's not. Like it's trying to be Lady in the Water, or not Lady in the
Ladybug
Water,
or Ladybird? Yeah, Ladybird.
It's trying to be Ladybird. It's trying to be 8th grade, and it's not going to live up to that. I can already tell.
Son of Val Kilmer
There we go.
and Joanne Whaley. Is that how you say that?
Damn, you called it. You called it, Stan.
Yeah,
Well, that's
good
what
call.
I was like.
It's also an odd last name, right?
Yeah,
Kilmer.
yeah. I was
You
like,
don't see
well,
that.
is
Very cool.
that?
Okay, well at least he's
Doing
he's
something.
acting. That's cool.
Couple of things. Well, yeah, I guess he apparently he didn't want to act until Palo Alto, which is that film by
Franco.
Franco.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was by him, but he was at least in it.
Oh,
I actually
Yeah,
think it is by
I
him.
think he wrote it for
Um,
sure.
Anyways, yeah, a handful of things. I think they really captured 2003.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
The music, the dressing style, everything about it.
The
Like I was 13,
ringtones.
so there's very
The
Yeah.
the
ringtone.
phone,
Not
everything.
As well,
Even the
not as well
ringtone.
as
The
Ladybird
ringtone.
though. Ladybird captured the 2000s so amazingly.
I don't know. This is more in your face, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, it's in the
Ladybird's a
title.
subtle. Yeah,
03,
yeah,
you know, I
yeah.
think they
Everything
had to
about
push
it
Yeah.
is yeah, that's true. Ladybird also I didn't relate to it as much because it was in Sacramento. This one seems like it's more like in a place that I grew up in.
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I've had the same exact situations where I would go to church to hang out for a boy, for a hot boy.
Yeah,
No,
right.
for like a girl that I would like.
Yeah, I did that too.
You did the same.
I think we all did that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, like, and he didn't like me back. Like, he rejected me. And
Yeah.
you know what? That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't miss having to do that. I will say that.
Yeah.
Having to pretend you're something you're not,
Right.
which is all of high school.
Basically.
Yeah.
But Ash Jeeves, that's so
Yeah,
good.
Ash
I
Jeeves is
know.
great.
Porn? Question mark. I love the question mark. It's so funny.
But so yeah, in a lot of ways, actually, it is very relatable, and I think that was even one of the quotes, is that it was relatable.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it had cheese written all over it.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no.
It's very cheesy.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So differently though.
It started off differently.
First few, like 10 seconds, so you guys were all in.
It was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say, I think acting might be good. I really like the mom. Like every snippet that they chose for her, she's like, you wore that to church, or like,
Sure.
oh, you're just gonna try it out.
Like, she's like, yo, now I know why you wanted to go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her. The girl is from Fargo,
Mhm.
who it's
The
hard
show
to see
Fargo.
her in like at an age that's like developing because she's
Right.
so young in
It's
Fargo.
like her boobs are all out, and it makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put the,
no,
what
put
are you
those
doing?
boobs
Yeah,
away.
you are.
Put
yeah.
those away. You stop it. You
Stop it.
Speaking of, by the way, just to interject something real quick. Speaking of kids that are, their parents are famous actors. I did not realize this until this week, but John David Washington, the lead actor in Black
Oh, right.
Klansman, is Denzel Washington's son. How the hell did I not know that
Yeah.
until now?
I don't know that a lot of people know.
Such a good
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah, I think I just saw an interview. I was like, oh, okay.
That's
So
very
anyway,
cool. It's
yeah,
so
very
cool for him to have a coming
Yeah.
out role that is
Yeah.
that significantly
Yeah.
good. I mean,
Right.
anything with Spike Lee, how are you gonna?
Right, right. But anyway, yeah, I think I'd skip this movie.
We may not be the demographic for it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Although,
But
it
you know
actually
what,
does
though?
seem like we are supposed to.
That's not true because 8th Grade and Lady Bird are some of the best movies that have come out in the past several years.
when was Lady Bird?
But we were the
set?
demographic for it, maybe.
Lady
you know?
Bird was set in the 2000s.
It was.
Mhm.
Okay, because I still haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
Oh, you gotta watch
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You got to watch
Alright.
both those movies if you haven't seen
Wait, which one? Lady Bird and
8th Grade.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely want to see 8th grade.
Yeah.
So
So,
I don't know. It
Meh.
looks like it's trying to maybe capitalize on all that.
Yeah.
Without. But,
Oh,
and
that's
then,
a
and then
good
maybe
point.
just not. Maybe, and then where Lady Bird and 8th grade excel, they're just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
yep.
It's, very
It's,
good.
I mean, it's interesting the dynamic of the forbidden with the church and all that. You know?
Yeah,
But
I
don't-
was like,
don't
oh,
know
is
that-
this going to be like Saved? You know?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
But that's just it too. Is the tone of this movie isn't one that fits a genre that I'm interested. It's
Sure.
It's and it's not that I'm not interested in coming of age. I'm not interested in like teeny bop coming of age.
Right.
I like that she was wearing the collar things that are actually coming back
Right,
now.
right,
The
yeah.
chokers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're making a comeback.
Making a comeback.
The 90s
our
and
producer's running
2000s
one right
are
now.
so hot right now. Y2K. Y2K is real in right now, guys. Not even
Yep.
kidding.
Yeah.
In terms of fashion. So.
Yeah, so maybe a skip for that one.
Yeah, skip.
Yeah, that's
I don't
cool.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're being honest with ourselves
It's
today.
just really,
Yeah, we
yeah.
gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest.
Gotta be
sometimes.
honest with ourselves. Let's watch our next trailer. It is
Slice.
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 Okay. There's another one I
Makes
know
me want
nothing
pizza.
about.
Slice of pizza.
I'm gonna tell you a story about a ghost, a werewolf, and a pretty shitty pizza place. It all started when the werewolf came back to town.
A pizza delivery boy was murdered while making a routine delivery.
Kingfisher Chronicle. Can I ask you a few questions?
Find the wolf, you'll find your killer.
Denying ghost involvement in the killing of Sean Hammerschmidt.
Looks like I'm going on a wolf hunt tonight.
Zazie Beetz.
What's that?
Dead
What the fuck does that have to do with pizza?
Your pizza place is a gateway to hell.
Wait, so you're telling me that my pizza place is built on a gateway to hell?
Oh, nice.
I've been saying that. What? Never. Calm down.
This is something you should have ended a long time ago.
Shit, god damn. What's wrong with you?
That's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
That one speaks to me.
Watching it all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, that one speaks
Definitely.
to me.
And I said slice reminds me of one and a slice of pizza.
And then-
I was
yeah,
right.
That was awesome.
One of my new favorite YouTube channels is this guy named Nerd Writer. He does video essays, and he was talking a lot about how people use the phrase, "This film knows what it is,"
Okay.
which is the phrase I would use for this.
Sure.
And what he said essentially that means is, if I'm remembering correctly, sorry, Nerd Writer, if I get it wrong, is that the tone is such that it has a vision and a direction, and it's probably not too many cooks in the kitchen, and they're again, it's awareness of what they're looking forward to, and so I like that a lot about this. I watched Gremlins. There was a fan-made Gremlins thing recently that came out, I think, within the last year or two. I'm a huge Gremlins is one of my favorite movies, still is. There's a fan-made one. I think it was called like Gremlins 3 or something.
Nice.
And it reminded me a lot of this. in
Okay.
that it's it's kitschy,
wild, yeah.
it's fun, it's cheese, pizza.
Yeah. Maybe.
And it's got some good people in there too. Paul Scheer is perfect for this kind of thing.
Yeah. I was like, hey, it's him again.
Domino, I don't know her name. We'll
Zazie
find out right now.
Beetz.
Zazie Beetz. That's a really cool name.
Yeah, it is.
I love her.
I
Zazie
do
Beetz.
love her.
She's great.
She's in Atlanta.
Gotcha. Oh, Chance the Rapper. That's what I recognize that guy from.
Yeah.
And he was funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's good. That's yeah. I was like, all right.
How would you do that?
That was funny. Genuinely funny.
Chris Parnell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good team. It's an
yeah.
A24, so that's promising.
That's a good. Yep.
Right.
That's a good sign. I
I
think it's going to be hilarious, and I'm looking forward to it. And I like the theme.
Yeah. Horror comedy is that's right up my alley.
Yep.
Yes.
So.
Yeah,
Super
that's a
good.
good point. Yeah.
It's
Do you have a favorite horror
it's
comedy?
like Shaun of the Dead, type of thing.
It's up there. It's like it's like one of those. If it's not Shaun of the Dead, it's maybe
What's the one with the two guys?
The two guys?
The two guys in the cabin, and they keep accidentally kill. Oh, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Tucker and Dale.
That's
Yeah,
up there
that
for
one's
me.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't know if you know which
no.
one.
Oh no. The last horror comedy, and I can't think of the name right now.
Yeah.
So there we
No
go.
worries.
Drawing a
There we
blank.
go.
Drawing a blank. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
But yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, Slice. Go watch it. That sounds like a ton of fun.
Sounds like a good time.
Do I
Eat
have
some pizza.
Do I have a release date? Because that's what I want to know.
Coming soon.
Ah man. All right.
Is it going to be next
August
Netflix
15th?
or what?
What is that? What am I looking at?
You're looking at the
August
Pizza Hut themed poster.
Oh, okay.
There was also a logo of Little Caesars, and it was followed by a Domino's pizza theme.
Nice.
So all the pizza companies were getting in on this Slice
They're all
movie.
like
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
why
real
not?
good.
Why not?
That's good
Why not?
advertising
Yeah,
for
that's a
some
ton of
pizza.
fun.
Yeah.
Ton of fun.
All right.
Even though Little Caesars pizza's not good. Let's move on to our next
I
trailer.
like Little Caesars. It's only $5.
Yeah.
King Lear.
Okay. Some Shakespeare.
Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson. What? Oh my God.
Modern.
Know that we
Okay.
have divided in three our kingdom. It is our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths. What can you say to draw a third, more opulent than your sisters?
Nothing, my lord.
Well, nothing will come of nothing. Speak again. Where's my daughter?
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I'll not endure it.
Who is it that can tell me who I am?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? You are old. You should be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state.
Thou art my daughter, rather a disease that's in my flesh. Fly, brother, fly. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak and despised old man.
To whose hands you have sent the lunatic kings?
I am a man more sinned against than sinning. Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Prime original?
Prime
Oh,
original.
Prime Video. Oh,
Prime
okay.
Video.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
It's
it looks like
got
William
that-
Shakespeare wrote this movie.
Yep. It's got that very, 90s Romeo. Was it 90s or 2000s when
It
that
was 90s.
Romeo?
Sure.
90s when
Juliet.
that Romeo and Juliet movie came out.
There's
with,
even but
Very modern.
that's
Leonardo
even-
DiCaprio.
That's
yeah.
even that. There's even more. Have you seen it's Henry VIII with Ian McKellen. It's kind of the same deal.
Okay.
Actually, no. That's actually set in sort of World War II.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. No. I mean, Shakespeare is just amazing that you know there's can be so many different
He's all right.
interpretations of. Well, I mean that you know you can have you know.
He's amazing. You just don't understand him.
Well, like I mean, like you know, like I said, you know, you have your traditional Romeo and Juliet. Then you have like Baz Luhrmann's Vision.
Mm-hmm.
You have and you know that the King Henry VIII, I think is that was all Ian McKellen, like him like putting that together. And there's been other ones. Kenneth Branagh did one. I think not too long ago.
A lot of like. Probably like theater actors, like stage,
in
big
a modern or
performers.
a different setting that's not traditionally what we think of as
Right.
Shakespeare.
And Emma Thompson, I feel like she's been in a lot of these movies that are based on either Shakespeare or like Jane Austen stuff.
Yeah.
She does a lot of period films, which is why I was kind of like, oh, this movie is not really a period.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is a period film,
let
but
me
it's not.
let me read the plot really quickly. Set in an
Yeah.
alternative universe, 21st century, highly militarized London, the
Right.
sovereign King Lear calls his family together one evening in order for him to announce the division of his kingdom among his 3 daughters, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's odd and confusing, and you're right. It's like kind of like it's almost like historical fiction.
Yeah.
With a new vision or twist on it.
Sure.
They were clearly pushing, like, look at all these big name actors we have.
Yeah.
Look who the story's based off of and all this stuff. So that sometimes makes me a little skeptical.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say.
How did you like the trailer?
See, I'm not a good because I'm just a big Shakespeare guy.
Okay.
So I'm already like if it's somewhat there, and see they're not even going. You know they're not even sticking with the iambic pentameter and you know all of that like with Romeo and Juliet.
Sound kind of like they're still keeping some of the big lines in there though.
Yeah.
Which I think it looks interesting, and I really like Anthony Hopkins. I think anything he does, I'll watch. So
Yeah, I'll double down on the Nerd Writers YouTube channel. He did a whole video that we watched on how Anthony Hopkins acts.
Yeah.
And it is insane.
Insane.
How
So
good an
good.
actor Anthony Hopkins is. And
Yeah, he's a
then
man.
on top of that, looking into like detail, like how like the background of how he goes about. Apparently he reads scripts like dozens of times, hundreds of times, and then shows up to set. It's already in the back of his head. He already knows it. And then he like kind of like washes it away and then lets it like kind of just flow through him when he's, I don't know. It's very, I mean, clear. He's one of those actors
craft.
Yeah, he's one of those actors that really puts it in.
He's really honed
Puts it
the
in
craft.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And I know this character King Lear. Like I think I've read King Lear before. I just remember him being sort of like a Mad King kind of character, which is really interesting to me.
Okay.
There was supposed to be a King Lear not far from, I guess, this sort of type of setting with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't remember who was. I'm
glad they have.
We didn't get that, and I'm probably for the best.
Glad
but
we
I
didn't
remember
get
that. Yeah.
Hey, where's Arnold Schwarzenegger from?
Austria.
Austria. That's right. Okay. That would have been a
But
good movie.
I will probably watch
in the
this.
chopper.
I mean, Prime original.
Yeah.
So
that's what
are we
it said.
getting a? Is it a movie?
Is it going to end up in the theaters? That
Is
is
it
a good
theater or
question.
is it a-
Distributor,
Don't know.
Amazon Studios, original release, Amazon Prime, September 28th.
Okay.
All right.
So
I'm
it'll
more
also
prone
be
to
on the
watch
BBC. It was already on the BBC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'll watch it, and Kevin, our old,
Old Screen Source OG.
mate,
He'll
will
watch
probably
that with
watch
you.
it with me.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
true.
Yeah, he's a big fan of the
Jane Eyre
period
stuff and-
pieces, Shakespeare, all that kind of good stuff. BBC, yeah.
Sorry, I may not. It's interesting because it's like a modern period piece.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
You're not a fan of those, so.
Yeah,
Even a
potentially.
modern period piece.
I don't know. This is so weird.
Generally
This is
not.
weird, right?
I mean, we
Yeah.
went to go see a
Well,
play that
like-
was Shakespeare that our friend was in, and Dylan was like falling asleep. Actually,
No, like I said, there've been attempts at this, and they're weird attempts. It was Midsummer Night's Dream, like really, and it's just kind of weird and modern.
that was
and-
a weird one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I think
Yeah.
it's just that you can take Shakespeare anywhere.
Sure.
I think that's a testament to him.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man could tell a story.
I
Yeah.
really like Romeo and
did-
Juliet.
I've heard of
That's
them.
a great-
I mean,
great
whatever.
one. Yeah.
I like his storytelling.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the last part of the evening. We're going to back to back watch the Star Wars Resistance trailer, and then we're going to watch the what is the second part called? First look. My guess is kind of like a behind the scene or just like small snippets of what's expected to come. I am so excited. Star Wars Resistance.
Cool.
Can you imagine what it's
I
like to
the
be an
cell
ace
shading.
pilot? This is your chance to make that true.
I've got a mission for you.
Yes!
Nice.
Blend in, find out who's loyal to the good guys and who isn't.
What was that?
What was what?
The throwing and the falling. Over there.
Don't think about it.
You can work on my team,
Get ready to be impressed.
but when it comes to your mission as a spy, I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I just wanted to wish my competition good luck.
This is fine. I'm fine.
Just be careful and don't explode.
I'll do my best. This should be good. Here we go.
Star Wars Resistance in all new series premieres Sunday, October 7th at 10 on Disney Channel.
Yes!
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's move on to the next part.
Very
That
interesting.
Disney always used that guy, that
Yeah, right.
actor.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it's
Is
like
this
to
the
be
same
an
thing?
ace pilot?
Okay, let's just forward through it just to make sure. Yep, that's the same thing. Okay, never mind then. It is Star Wars Resistance. All right, so that's the trailer for the new show
Uh-huh.
that is dropping on Disney XD and the Disney Channel, and my guess is it will also be on their streaming service.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh,
I think, which I
I'm
think is
positive.
next year.
Right.
It looks fun. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the other two that you watched.
Clone Wars and Rebels.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
The animation's different.
This
clearly.
this looks to me to be the Clone Wars of the new Star Wars.
Sure.
Whereas
Okay.
Clone Wars was was the prequels. It was that sort
Yeah.
of animated.
Okay.
And then I think Resistance is the Rebels is meant to be like the isn't it supposed to be OG?
Rebels is between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And Clone Wars is between 2 and 3, I
Yeah.
believe. And so yes, this is, I believe, taking after it's after the events of Return of the Jedi and a few months before The Force Awakens.
Really
and it follows Kazuda Jano, a pilot who is recruited to the Resistance to spy on the growing threat of the First Order.
Nice.
So we get to learn more about the First Order, which we actually don't know
we
a
don't
ton
know
about.
much about at all.
Yeah. Which I am very excited as far as lore is concerned. And yes, Poe Dameron's going to be in this.
Is he? Is it? It doesn't say. Oh yeah, no. Oscar Isaac is Poe Dameron.
Oscar Isaac. We have Donald
That's
Faison
awesome.
as Hype Faison.
Cool.
Oh my God, they kept his name, Hype Faison.
How cool.
That is so awesome. We have Jim Rash as Flix. This is a cast. I
is a
am
good
so
cast.
stoked for this cast. These are Donald Faison's
Gwendolyn
one of my
Christie
favorite shows.
is coming back as Captain Phasma. That's dope.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Cool.
It says guests. We have BB-8. We have Gwendolyn
Right,
Christie.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot.
So this is created by Dave Filoni, who did the first two also. Actually, he was kind of given the reins, I think, in the middle of Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He keeps in touch with George Lucas. George Lucas produced, I believe, the other two shows.
This one's also produced by him.
Yeah, and so
Cool.
He still has a hand in it, but mostly, if I'm not mistaken, Filoni is kind of final say as
The guy.
to how these things go. He's
man.
the man.
Cool.
And there's apparently been some rifts in the community as to whether or not this is going to be any good.
Oh,
that doesn't
okay, I
surprise
see.
me because it's Star
Yeah,
Wars,
right,
right?
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say, it
so. I don't know what it is
Divisive?
now that's so divisive. It's probably after the prequels came out that Star Wars became so divisive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because I think the original series, I don't know.
Everybody loved them.
Everybody
Everybody
loved
loved
them. Yeah,
them.
how could you not?
Yeah.
And so, this trailer dropped a few days ago, and already seeing the rifts in the community.
Sure.
Knowing that Filoni is the one that is helming this, I have he has my full attention.
Sure.
If it has to do with the artwork, that was the same exact thing that happened when Clone Wars and when
right.
Rebels came out.
Yeah.
People didn't like it. I will say either it grows on you, because I kind of agree with the fact that it was kind of shaky looking for the first couple seasons of those. So it will either grow on you. You know what? It probably will grow on you, and the artwork actually gets better throughout the seasons if you follow through with them. They don't stay the same. They get they basically clean it up and they make it look better. They also have higher production once the company starts agreeing with it.
Yeah.
And so are you guys
dig
excited to see?
I dig the
artwork.
The cell shaded.
The cell shaded
animation.
Yeah, and it's
because everything's
Disney.
3D now. You know.
Yeah, and he said this a long time ago that it was inspired by Japanese anime.
Yeah,
there you go.
It looks very Disney to me. Like it looks classic Disney.
Sure.
Because they used to do cell shade like on their Disney Channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Mickey's house. Or
Yeah,
something.
Exactly. Yeah. I think I have to watch the other shows first in order to know if I'm going to like this one.
Sure.
So this one's kind of like low on my list.
Did you want to follow the other ones?
I want to
first?
I want to try to watch the other ones first. I've told you guys this before. I have this thing where like I have a hard time committing to animated shows, which is like kind of not a good thing. I need to get over that.
Expand your mind.
And I'm trying to get over it, and I've been getting over it slowly.
Agretsuko was one.
Yeah, I've been watching more anime. I watch Agretsuko. I watched like a bunch of other stuff, but I need to keep going. So I'm gonna
there you go.
try the other shows
growing
first.
pains.
Yeah.
Hey, I was in your place like 4 years ago, so
yeah,
I get it.
I'm gonna try the other shows first, and then we'll see how they.
Are you guys excited about learning more about this part of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I like as with the other two. I like that they're picking a time, in between. And we can explore things that maybe really haven't,
Yeah, and they are very, aside at least Clone Wars was very enmeshed with that original trilogy. Rebels, though, is very much its own story.
Oh, okay.
You get to see there's
seen
cameos in all of these. There's going to be 1 billion cameos in this. We already know that there's cameos.
Right. Yeah.
But it is fun to see stuff outside of the Skywalker family.
Yes.
And most off for me, I genuinely think the animated series are better than the films.
Wow.
Shoot me now.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of hate you for that, but that's fine.
You got to watch them.
Once
you
I
understand.
feel like even when I watch them, I'm not going to agree with you, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree on things.
Pre-agree.
That is the way things go.
Right.
Not on this show. The final say.
No.
Godzilla's the best.
Dead to me.
No.
You are dead to me.
Damn it. Maximum effort. Thank you guys for tuning into Screen Source Junior. My name is Dylan.
Stanley.
Jess.
And follow us on our Patreon, patreon.com/ColorTicketLive, facebook.com/ColorTicketLive. Hit that like, subscribe, share, follow all the verbs. We also have a Twitch account. We're live every day at 7. Anything else?
No.
Did we pick a... what was the movie?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Talented Mr. Ripley.
On full episodes of Screen Source, we are going to every week we choose a movie to watch and kind of do a review on. So Talented Mr. Ripley, if you're interested.
Watch along if you're so inclined.
Yeah, and or follow the full episodes for more
They're fun.
film and television news reviews and trailers with all of us and guests. And thank you, Mr. Producer, for hanging out. It's been a long night. It's been a good night. We will see you guys next time.